that brings me to my man Ewan McGregor. Man, I'm hearing about this dude really trying to push for season 2 on Obi-Wan, bro. I'm with that. I'm here for it.
Obi-Wan, that's a name I haven't heard in years. Always tripped out, man. Obi-Wan's a crazy character, man. Like, even in the first Star Wars, man, he just has a presence about him, you know what I'm saying? He was like, you could tell he was about his business. He sliced the old boy's arm off and shit in the bar.
Oh, yeah.
No hesitation. Like, stay away, stay back. All right, I told you, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll warn you. Dudes keep pressing upon him and shit.
Yeah, he was no joke.
Now, Kenobi was, it was kind of, like, I liked the last scene with him and Vader and that whole dialogue and, you know, Vader with the mask off and all that kind of shit. But I did feel like it also had some weak episodes, like the 4th episode where they go to that prison that's in the fucking water. Like, it's a cool looking set piece, but the actual, like, the interrogation of Leia I thought was kind of weak. And it just does some goofy shit in there. Like when he was trying to hide her in his, like, the trench coat and shit and trying to, like, even to tell me nobody noticed this shit. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. And see, that's what I like. Okay, so the thing is I agree with you. There were some things in there. There was some little filler episodes. Some little, you know, I feel like with proper notes from the first season, rolling into the second season, it could be quite dope. You really got to do your homework on that one because, you know, we don't want it to seem forced at the same time. It's like you ended it really well. We seen Qui-Gon, all that stuff like that. That's solid.
At the very end,
where do we go from here? Needs to be something. And it's like, I don't want you to spend 5 or 6 episodes getting this man his powers back that he forgot about again. Don't you do that damn shit. He's like,
that was kind of like a video game too. Like, you know, when you start a sequel to a video game, when the previous one you had already built your character up, he knows shit. Then all of a sudden you get to the sequel, and you got to relearn. I'm like, hold on, man, like he should know this already. You know what I'm saying?
He forgot all the force. Oh, I don't know how to do it. But see, the thing is like Obi-Wan reminded me of like Wolverine on the movie when you kick him in the balls and then all of a sudden he just turned like he flip out and he just like Obi-Wan. It was like until he got pissed. Once he got pissed off at Vader, he remembered exactly who he was. He was like, you know what? Fuck this. I done whooped your ass before. I know. I'll do it again.
General Kenobi on me.
Yo. Yeah, Vader was hot. He was like, he didn't even want to do over. He didn't request a rematch after this one. He was just like, damn.
Yeah. He was out of breath and shit. He was like,
bro, like he got petty too, because he like Obi-Wan got petty because then he threw all them rocks on Obi-Wan in that little pit. He was like, when he got out, that's exactly when he threw all them rocks back.
I thought that shit was funny as fuck because Vader was like,
he's like, oh.
It reminded me of that scene in Daredevil from season 3 when what's his name, Bulleye or whatever the fuck, was throwing shit at Kingpin, and Kingpin was like, it just looked fucking funny. I'm sorry, it just looks hilarious.
Like Macaulay Culkin swatting bees in my girl.
It's like what the fuck, like an office fight or some shit. That shit was funny.
Yo, it's the guts, bro. Like I thoroughly enjoyed. Like I would have sat through Obi-Wan, the season 1, 2 times over just for that fight scene, bro. Yeah. That fight scene was epic. I mean, I was literally on my feet, bro. Like,
it was hella emotional too,
bro. It was deep. It was deep. Like, it was dope. It was dope as hell. And I mean, honestly, leaving it there is really dope. Like, you know, especially if you don't want to involve Vader. I get it if you don't want to involve Vader no more.
Yeah, I don't
because
think
then it's like, then it's kind of cheap. Like, okay, how many times did he really fight Vader? Like, you know what I mean? But
when I left you, I was what do you say? But the students. But now I'm the master. Whatever he said. He told Kenobi that shit. You know, in the first Star Wars.
Yeah, in the first one, and it makes sense because me and my friends was like talking about this, and I was just like, yo, he tapped out because he tired of whooping this dude ass. Like, imagine somebody you really love that you keep whooping their ass, and you like, look, sit
dudes
down.
Whooped his ass throughout decades at this point. Damn, dog.
It's like, I'm gonna just take a knee because you about to make me like, because he already done toasted him crispy, bro. Chopped off his legs. They had to put this man in a microwave box just to walk around and sit and breathe with asthma.
Breathe with asthma.
Like, he like, look, dude, I don't know what else I can do to you, bro.
I know, right? And then I think it's funny though. At the end, Palpatine's like, he's pretty much telling Vader, "Hey man, you need to let that shit go." And, you know what I'm saying? Just get your mind off Kenobi. Get on the gameplay. I think Palpatine knew, bro. I like,
turtles, man.
Look,
it could be a brain.
Palpatine should like, if you face that dude again, he might just kill your ass. So chill the fuck out.
Or worse.
Yeah. I know, leave him with less fucking arms and shit.
For real, just a box with some Vader things in it. Like here,
just his head.
Just your boy. Like, you want to scrape that up and put it in some kind of machine to make him RoboCop or something. I understand.
Yeah,
but keep sending them back. I'm gonna send them back in smaller increments. Is what I'm telling you.
But what was cool though, I like the way it delved into the psychology. I can't say the word right now. Psychology of Darth Vader, in the sense that they show that he has kind of a split personality going on between Anakin and Vader, and that's kind of real in the sense like people that go through really traumatic events, you know, they might end up having a split personality to deal with the trauma that they went through in their life. You know what I mean? And that's what causes a dissociative identity disorder. And that's what Vader kind of seems like he has, because he keeps referring to Vader and Anakin as two different people. You know? Yeah. And so that's always been a thing in all the Star Wars movies that he's been in. So I think that was cool that they show that. That's what, like, when he tells Obi-Wan, what do you say? You didn't fail. You didn't fail me. I killed Anakin. You know what I'm saying? Like he's and I was like, you know, he's crazy, bro. Like, and I like the way Kenobi was like, he looked at him like, what the fuck?
Like, what is you talking about?
That's just funny the way he was looking. He's like, just shocked at what the fuck Vader said. Dude, I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's almost like a possession. It's almost like the Sith. Yeah. You get the Sith in you, like the dark side is almost like that symbiote shit. Like, you know what I mean? It takes over the more you give into it. And it was just like, it's like a darkness, and it's like Anakin kind of bonded with it. Like, yeah, I'm just good. Like, I'm good on this side. Like,
it makes me powerful.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you might as well. You got burnt all up. Your girl dead and all that. Like, yeah, he has all the formula to go crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
At that point, yeah.
And it's the thing is that the craziest thing is that, you know, Obi-Wan love him though, man. He love him like, I mean, his friend that's in there. Yeah, like almost like a son. Like, you know, like
he did raise him to it.
Yeah, like he was underneath him. And the thing is that it's so sad because it's like he like, dude, I don't want to. Like, Obi-Wan knows he can off him, and I think he's known that for quite some time, bro. Like, just the way he did it, like, you know what I mean? When he knew how to get him. Like, he knows that this dude wastes. The thing about Vader is that he realized is that he's all powerful, but he can't control it, bro. Like, he goes too far, and that's what makes, Obi-Wan able to kind of bull and matador his ass, like, boom, you done. I got you. Like, checkmate. Like, you know what I mean? Motherfucker. So it's the dopest thing though, and I love Obi-Wan for that because, you know, I put Obi-Wan against all the Jedi. I don't care who, you know, not all at once he gets folded, but at the same time, I'm talking about anybody. Like, I always say Obi-Wan's got the dopest balance as a Jedi, bro. Like, dude is like a thinker on his feet, bro. He's cold with it. Like, he's dope. Like, that's why I want to see the series keep going, because I really love Obi-Wan. I think he's the dopest character in Star Wars to me. Like, you know what I mean? Just he done whoop Darth Maul ass. He done whoop, like, he whooped everybody. Darth Vader, like, so he was like, oh well, he didn't beat Dooku, but he beat Vader. He beat like Anakin. Like, he'll say who beat Dooku. So is it within his ability to beat Dooku? Heck yeah, dog. Like, what you talking about? Like,
he's definitely one of my top Jedis ever. Him and especially now with Ahsoka. Ahsoka's right there with him, in my opinion.
Yeah, Ahsoka's nice though.
She's just dope. I don't know if you've seen the trailer. Have you watched the trailer? I'm gonna show it on here, just, you know, so people could see it and you could check it out and comment on it and all that.
Yeah, let's get it.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's coming up.
I see that they're including some Jedis in here too, bro, which is crazy.
Oh, as they should. Oh, that
looks like they got a nice little budget too.
Heck yeah, they keep the nice budget with the Star Wars, bro. They don't play with that. I ain't seen
Although
that.
there was one funny thing I noticed in the, I remember I was talking about Andor, and there's a scene where they show some rebels and they have like these like weapons on them, and it looks like straight up like Earth weapons. It looks like the motherfuckers got K's and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't bother. Like the prop department did not give a fuck about making these look like space weapons. So that's all I'm saying. They look like some motherfuckers like in South America ready to get, you know what I'm saying, get down and shit. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened that day.
Does that rebel person got an AK-47? They can't do that.
For real, though, I was like, man, they got bullets in this bitch. What the fuck? That shit was
That's
funny, man.
That's crazy.
I'm looking for the Ahsoka, and I hope that you know, saying they could maybe have some flashbacks with Anakin or something, or maybe she could have a Force ghost or talking, because she never did get that peace between her, you know, because when Clone Wars ended, she was, you know, she was kind of broken, you know, saying it was a sad end, you know, saying Vader, you know, the Anakin she knew was already flipped to the dark side, and everything, you know, her whole world crumbled. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that was a pretty sad ending. And then in Rebels, she fought him, and she you know, she did like Kenobi. She sliced half his, you know what I'm saying, and half his shit off. And he was like, Ahsoka, you know, and so he does remember her and everything. And I think that's cool. And I would just think that she's met Luke now, so she knows that Luke was able to save Vader, you know, Anakin. So it would be cool if they actually have some sort of thing like that. And you know, saying in the show, bro. Like I think.
Yeah, no, they really should, because you know, like it's like looking at the timeline of everything and stuff like that. I would love if they, you know, brought Luke back a little bit and Ahsoka, like, you know, and just at the timeline of it, and you get to see, like, you know, just some other characters that we know pop up in her timeline, because that's her timeline is like perfect for some of the things that we would want to see, because there's a big gap between you know, what is it, Star Wars Episode 3, and then, you know, then all of a sudden to whatever it is,
trilogy.
The new trilogy.
They need to fill in that gap, and that's what they're doing with these new shows like Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Andor. Well, no, actually, my bad. No, Andor's set before the original trilogy. But the new shows, I think what Dave Filoni and all them are trying to do, they're just trying to fill in that gap and try to make the sequels seem better than they actually were in terms of story. Because, you know, the movies kind of just went in and they didn't really explain what the fuck happened. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is there a new order? I thought they were defeated. You know what I mean? Like, it left a lot of questions. And so
they gotta get people in there to make sure to get the order right, because the last thing we want is y'all to act like X-Men, man. At the X-Men films, bro, they don't even know where they at no more. They like, who the hell is Wolverine?